Hello, welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks for gamers and Eldridge Air Conditioning. So round 9 of our Porsche Cup Championship is here in the United States. We're back there again, but this time in the mountainous region of Sierra Nevada, here at the Trial Mountain Circuit, 2.5 mile anti-clockwise track. This one, it's 14 laps. I think for both races actually, here starting this race 1 for the penultimate round. And look, I won't go through the points this time. I will leave it till before the final endurance round, and then we'll go through them going into that one. So I think we'll get this first race underway here and see what's what. So you can just see our pole sitter Inky there in pole position. We've got Motorstorm Hero, who we'll welcome back after several weeks out due to some technical issues with his rig. So presumably it's all okay now. So he's back there in second position. We've got Dyson, our championship leader, in third. Brian Marcani in fourth. Myself in fifth. Niggle in sixth. Love Rocket Rods in seventh. Brownie eighth. Seamus in ninth. Brian the Mechanic in 10th. Slowpoke 11th. Stealth in 12th. It always seems to be in 12th because stealth and 12th always seems to rhyme. So he always seems to somehow get in 12th place. Sideways George in 13th, Hodgie 14th, and Rossi there in 15th. So really good turnout again. 15 cars, almost a full house. Again, I think we was only missing the one driver. And well, here we go. Let's get this underway then. Should be a cracking race as well going into this one. Tricky. It's a well-used circuit, this one. And Trial Mountain, but it's fairly tricky in some places. About 3 tunnels on here as we see them coming up to this first. Left, right, really goes light as they come over the brow of the hill there. Easy to drop the front wheel there. Back wheel on the grass, but everyone I believe gets through. There's a couple of little stragglers there, although unfortunately he's gone back. So did he have a moment early doors there? Or was it Rossi? Let's have a look. No, they're at the back there already, so maybe just keeping out of trouble at the back there. Going through this typical S's there. So now down through the tunnel or one of the first tunnel for the first time. Back out the other side over the little brow. Dyson has already made a move on Motorstorm Hero to make himself up to second place. So Dyson already getting the advantage on Motorstorm Hero. And, someone's gone out there. Who was that? That was Seamus. What happened to him? Just went very wide, didn't he? Let's have a look. It's going up over through the tunnel, out the other side. In 9th place. And just, it's not at this point, is it? I think it's the next right-hander. Gets himself on the outside. Very dirty out there. Runs it out onto the edge of the circuit and loses several places. He might lose it also to Sideways George as he comes through the tunnel. No, he doesn't. Sideways just sits behind him in 13th. So Seamus down to 12th then. Lost about 3 places out. Mistake. Slowpoke there in 10th place, followed by Stealth in 11th. So we come through, looking at all the slipstream along here, going into this bottom of the hill. Left-hander. Paul going up the inside of Brian. Brian went a bit wide. Paul made the move, so he's up to 3rd place. He just took the tighter line as Motorstorm Hero back to 4th. Now some Motorstorm Hero who's returning. It's just dropped back with Brian Marcani in 5th place. Now coming down to this final chicane, very tight. This Rocket Rods all over the back of Niggle. Out the other side and to cross the line, still Inky, followed by Dyson. So 1 and 2. Some coming through this fast section. Paul in 3rd. Use a bit of that cutting corners. Let the car just get its own way through there as Motorstorm just runs it a bit wide, but controlled it well. Got to be a bit careful not to get on the grass there, but he was okay. Slowed him down a little bit. It's allowed Brian to get a bit closer. So yeah, you just had to ease off there. Motorstorm Heroes didn't want to be applying the power when you're on the grass because it's going to send you round in a spin. So he did the right thing, just lifted, but obviously lost a little bit of time on Paul ahead of him. So Brian then trying to chase down Motorstorm Hero. They go through the tunnel for the second time. Dyson lining himself up now. How about here down there to move down here at the bottom of the hill? I think he's going to be ready for it. He covers the inside. There's Inky. As Dyson got around the outside. He's going to have a go, but he doesn't get it done. But still side by side, but he might do now because he's on the inside. It's a great move from Dyson. Want to move. Set it yourself. Set it up nicely. Let's go back and just have a look at that because it was set up. Get that move there actually. He goes round the outside. So now, if he just stays there, he's going to be on the inside, gets good drive out the other side, and yeah, good move up to first from Dyson. Inky still all over the back of him. He just grabs that first again, but he's going to be on the outside. No, he does get it. So Inky looking strong, not letting Dyson get that lead for long anyway. So these two already find it out up at the front. Still there in third. So just going off the back of them a little bit. This big train of cars. Storm in fourth. Brian fifth. Niggle sixth. Looks like he's gaining on the back of Brian Moncani. Love Rocket Rods there in seventh. Brian the Mechanic in eighth. Lovely piece of track this. Doesn't feel like it when you're in the car, but lovely bit of track. Full speed down there, fifth gear now, drop it down to about second or third gear, up and over the top. It's Love Rocket Rods looking at Brian Moncani, who's stopped back there. What's happened to Brian? He's got half a second, so did he run it wide? Oh no, that's where it went wrong. Slid it round through the tunnel, so he did cut the corner. Straight line, that turns 1 and 2 obviously to get half a second, but then just slid it through the tunnel. That's allowed Rocket Rods to get up to 6th place. So Brian Moncani just trying to get it going again. Mechanic 8th, Brownie in 9th. Slowpoke 10th. Brian lining up Love Rocket Rods again down here. This time's on the inside, taking that tighter line. Love Rocket's going to stay out wide, and it works. That tighter line does work. Have you got it? Yes, he does. Sometimes the tighter line does work initially, but then you lose it here through that little kink. But not for Brian on that occasion. He's okay, he remains in 6th, but of course he's got to take off that penalty, which is right after the final corner, before the start or finish actually line, so not the best of places. I suppose really you'd think it would be down the back straight through the tunnel, wouldn't it? Would be the better place, but anyway, it is what it is. Love Rocket should get that 6th place back again, although it's going to be tight. Yes, he does. So up to 6th he goes again. Love Rocket Rods, Brian 7th. That's Brian the Mechanic having a go, who's also took advantage of the penalty from Brian Moncani. So up to 7th goes Brian the Mechanic. Brownie in 9th, also challenging and having a look at Brian Moncani up the inside here through the tunnel. Brownie does get it, and Brian Moncani, he's just lost his momentum because Slowpoke's also having a look. Brian just, as I say, just getting a little bit, not beat up as such, but say, just trying to get his rhythm, just losing his rhythm a bit there. And Brian, Slowpoke, right up behind him now, should have a look up along the long back straight here. This is the second tunnel. And there's like a little gap. And then you get kind of the third one between. And the other side for Slowpoke. No, he didn't go for that, although he's right up behind Brian Moncani. Where's he going to make his move? Does he make his move? Slowpoke is there in 10th. Getting a slight... Oh, Brian's gone. So disaster for Brian. He's going to lose another 2 places at least. Hodgie and Stealth go past him. So back to 12th now and another half a second penalty. So it's not turning out to be a great race from Brian Moncani, is it? Let's have a look. Loses it here, doesn't he? Is it on the brakes? Yeah, back end just came round. And threw him across onto the inside curbing. Got it going again, but as a consequence of that, he's lost a couple of spots. So back to 12th for Brian. As I say, it's not going to help the rhythm that he was trying to get back, is it? As he's attacking Hodgins straight away. Immediately he's going to try and attack him, but sideways Jules behind him as well. I think Brian, because he's going to be at that penalty zone again, he's going to go back to 13th. Sideways Jules will get him, and possibly Seamus will get the run on him too. Let's have a look. Sideways has gone past. Seamus also has gone past. Or has he? He has now. Well, no, he hasn't. There he is. He has. So Brian back to 14th. So a couple of laps there where he's had to fight with penalties there. Takes him back to 14th place. Rossi in 15th place, a long way back. So he's had a major moment somewhere, hasn't he? I've missed it. I'm not going to find it now, but he's obviously had a big moment somewhere to be that far back from the rest of the pack. So we'll keep an eye on Rossi in case it's a technical thing with the car. As our leaders do it. But it's still Dyson and it's still Winky in second. They've got a fairly big gap back now to Paul, who's being challenged by Motorstorm Hero on the outside. He's going to lose that 3rd place, is Paul, to Motorstorm Heroes. They come down to the left-hander. Storm's Hero's going to stay on the inside. Can he do the cut back, Paul? Not quite, but he's going to have a go. But he's on the outside there. That doesn't work. He's going to have to slot in behind. He does. So to 4th place goes Paul. Motorstorm Hero in 3rd. Clearly, Motorstorm Hero, we know, he's got. Well, we know he's quick, so I would expect him to pull away from Paul now. And it's close from Paul, nearly the back end of him on the brakes there. A bit hot in there, did Paul. But yeah, I would suspect that he will leave Paul behind a little bit and try gain on the 2 ahead of him. He's in that 3rd place. Obviously, he knows Dyson's leading it. Great feeling through there. Great bit of track. Paul running out on the grass, but he's okay. Can have a bit of dirt on those rear tyres though. So just be careful of that as we now under pressure from Nigel. He had to lift a little bit as well, Paul, going through there just to avoid any major slip-ups. Nigel. He's going to try and take that 4th off of Paul if he can. Love Rocket in 6th behind them. So what sort of run does Nigel get? Looks like he's got a fairly good one along the back straight here. Can he get into the slipstream? He's well into it now. Surely going to have a go down at the end. Going to pull out now up the outside inside of Paul. The brakes, it's close, but Paul's on the outside. Paul had to give in at the end there. Nigel had the better line through there. There was no way Paul was going to fight back, so that's another place lost for Paul. He's going backwards a little bit himself now. Back to 5th place, but Nigel up to 4th. So Nigel on a bit of a charge. Nigel, who I think missed the last round or 2, didn't he? Back here for this one. We'll stay behind him though and see what he can do. Might be the best he can get around here, Paul. Who knows? He's still fighting at the back of Nigel's car. Rocket Rod's in 6th place, watching what's going on. And then quite a big gap back then to Brian the Mechanic in 7th. Brownie 8th. He's on his own a little bit, isn't he? Brian the Mechanic now, but Brownie in 8th. Under pressure from Slowpoke in 9th. Slowpoke also looking pretty strong and quick. Actually, it's a bit of a change. And I think we've lost Dyson. Dyson has gone from the lead. He's had a moment, isn't he, through the messes at the start. turns 1 and 2, because he was leading it, wasn't he, from Inky? Yeah, he did. Let's have a look what happened now. So he's in the front. Oh, and over the top, and that's where it goes light. Inky said thank you very much. And that's a massive hit for Dyson. That's the full spin, front damage, obviously. I mean, lucky to get that back going on forward in the correct place in the position, but first to sixth just like that. So he's going to have a bit of a battle on halfway through this first race to try and get himself back up onto those podium places. What that has allowed, of course, is Inky to get that lead again. So he was our pole sitter, wasn't he? But now, of course, Motorstorm Hero, who was in third, who was trying to chase these two down, well, he didn't have to worry about chasing Dyson down, did he? Because he's helping him out there. He's now chasing down Inky to see if he can take the lead, Motorstorm Hero. And Nigel also looking strong in third. Up to top end here of the race. And Nigel, obviously, he'll be looking to challenge the two ahead of him, because they're only just ahead of him. So these three look like they've got a little bit more pace than everybody else at the moment. Obviously, Dyson dropping down to sixth start of this lap. Oh, now what's happened to Motorstorm? He's had a moment. So the two championship contenders, if you like, you've got to include Inky now for that as well, is both having moments that come round of him. And let's just go back a little bit and have a look at that properly. Where was this? Up over the right hander, down the other sides of the hill, down in the dip. It's going to be when he applies the power here, isn't it? Yes, maybe got the back wheel on the grass, right on the pit entrance there. Gets it going, but drops down to fifth from second. So both Motorstorm and Dyson who meet on the track again as Dyson goes past him. It's a place back for Dyson, but both having moments on the same lap. So maybe the pressure just getting to them. Obviously Dyson wanting to try and hold on to that championship lead. Paul's actually in second place in the championship at the moment going into this one, ahead of Motorstorm due to his few absent rounds. So he knows that he's got a few points he's going to make up to not only get past Paul, but to get back on terms with Dyson. So he knows it's crucial for him to try and get as close, if not past, Dyson. So they're both on track though, in the same place, fifth and sixth place though. So that does, of course, mean that Inky is still our leader. And it does push Nigel up to second, but also pushes Paul up to third place. So Paul back on the podium here. Lap 8. Down the other side, another rocket up to fourth as well. Another great turn. This one feels great if you get it right. Or you can use all of that left hander, all of the circuit, really wide moment as Motorstorm Hero still attacking Dyson and gets it done. So he did make the move and got it done, did Motorstorm Hero. That was right down there in the dip, wasn't it? Right at the bottom of the hill, goes up the inside. Dyson couldn't do much about that. Just squeezed him a bit, but it was fair. Did Motorstorm Hero and makes the move. Good racing between these two. So switch around of positions for Motorstorm and Dyson. So now it's fifth for Motorstorm, sixth for Dyson. Because they're fighting. Brylan Mechanics also caught up. He's in seventh. He's going to be watching them closely. See what happens. So still Still 6 laps to go. Start of lap 9. Dyson now attacking Motorstorm up to turn 1 and 2. Can't go through there as a passing place. Just got to let it roll. Little dab of the brake from Dyson. I just see he weren't going to make the same mistake as before, which was right there. Both run a little bit on the grass, but that's easy done because you're going full speed through there. But all okay. So Inky first, Niggle second, Paul third, Love Rocket Rods in fourth. Then this battle, Motorstorm in fifth, Dyson sixth, Brian the Mechanic in seventh. Closing down on him in eighth place is Brownie. Got Slow Hope, who's in ninth place. Brian Mulcahy, who's not had the best race one. Hasn't really recovered, has he? Lost all his rhythm, got the 2 penalties. Probably he may have had another one since then, but who knows. But a bit of a mixed bag for him in this race, Ryan. So he'll be looking to do a little bit better in race 2. And we've got Sideways in 11th with Stealth in 12th. Here he goes again, Stealth in 12th. Seamus 13th. Rossi 14th. Made a place on Hodgie. So what happened to Hodgie? Now he's going... Now he's right the way back there. So he's had a moment somewhere too. So the 2 teammates... Again, I'm not going to be able to catch it, but 2 teammates have obviously had moments somewhere around here, both in 14th and 15th, respectively. Key then, our leader, starting lap 10. Now, can he clear off? Can he get victory here in race 1? Been on a bit of a charge as Inky of late, getting himself up the table, but he just seems to be up there, and he especially when he's leading and something happens, he just seems to, I don't know whether to lose concentration or something, just he looks comfortable, then all of a sudden he isn't for whatever reason. He has a moment or something. Has been the sort of story of his championship really so far in these Porsches. Hopefully though, he'll be looking to stay where he is now. That's Niggle in second, Paul in third. Paul looking to line Niggle up now, down at the bottom of the hill. Looks a little bit far back there. He does go for it. Well, we had a little look. Paul wasn't really on, but just letting Niggle know that he's there. Niggle and Paul find it out for second and third place at the moment. Motorstorm Hero in fourth place. Just coming to shot there. There he is. Love Rocket Rods to fifth. Dyson sixth. So now Love Rocket Rods has got himself up past his teammate Dyson. Dropping down a little bit again. So Dyson just not being able to capitalise on getting back to where he was after his off. I think it has affected him as well a little bit with the rhythm. So lap 11 then, into the last 4 laps. Niggle still holding firm in second place. Other ones, the top of that hill can be a little bit light as well going up over there. As a sort of innate, it's just the Porsches in general, when you're going up over the top of hills like that, or little rises, and then dropping down the other side, it does make the car feel very light sometimes. It's got to be a little bit careful. The 2 teammates in that NASCAR livery, Love Rocket Rods and Dyson 5th and 6th. It's like Love Rocket trying to go with Motorstorm Hero ahead of him, but Motorstorm Hero looks to be on a bit of a charge himself, who's trying to chase down Niggle and Paul ahead of him. But he may have run out of time in this race. Laps to get any better than 4th place, we'll see. Possibly not. I mean, it depends. I mean, it's still time, obviously. I think he looks like he is gaining on Paul already, so maybe Paul's just now starting to feel the tyres. Maybe just not as quick as Motorstorm Hero, which is probably the case. Niggle's just got away from Paul. So what looked like to be a battle just earlier on is now just kind of eased off a little bit. But Inky is as what I said, he just seems to be falling back into the grasp of Niggle and Paul. So maybe just taking his time, just easing off a little bit. Maybe Inky knowing that he's got the lead and he's got a little bit of time. Ed. Who's that? Is that Paul off? No, that was Motorstorm off. Or was it? I don't know who that was. I see someone just running it off over the top. Was it Motorstorm Hero? I think it might have been. Yes, it was. Got himself on the grass. No real dramas. So still in fourth and still chasing down Paul all the way. Rocket also still there. Trying to hang on. Fifth place, Dyson though, his teammate looks to be getting a little bit closer to see Motorstorm Hero doing a bit of weaving just to get the dirt off his tyres from going across that grass. So Dyson, is he going to have a go? Looks a little bit far back at this point, but maybe we got team orders here. It has been seen before already in this championship that Love Rocket will make way for Dyson. So let's just stay with the teammates and see as we're on lap 12 of 14. So just about to start, coming to the end of this one, about to start the penultimate lap. So maybe along the start and finish, if he's close enough, of course, Dyson will make the move on his teammate. We'll stay with these just to see as they're coming down to that point now, just going through the final chicane. It's all over the back of Love Rocket rods, isn't he? So I'll be surprised now if pass isn't made, although a little tap of the barrier there from Dyson. So I'm not sure actually. Ahead of them though, I'm just seeing Motorstorm Hero all over the back of Paul. Let's see, he's clearly caught up with Paul. Paul just not quite got it going, has he, at the moment? Losing touch with Niggle ahead of him as well. Now to try and defend off Motorstorm Hero, but I don't think he's going to have an answer to him as Motorstorm Hero up the inside, but Paul's going to be on the inside now into this right-hander, so Motorstorm hanging it out there on the outside. Paul with a little moment. Motorstorm does get it done. He'll just slot in behind Paul, so yeah, couldn't do much about that in the end. Just looks like Motorstorm's got a little bit more pace. Paul now will try and get it back along with a bit of slip here along the start finish. Let's see, can you get that third place back? As he run out of tyre. Let's have a look. Two ahead of him still. First and second. Paul decided against it, so stays in fourth place. There's Paul. Dyson. There goes the makes the move on his teammate. So up to fifth now, Dyson. Love Rocket sixth. Brownie seventh. Slowpoke up to eighth now, so Slowpoke making some positions up here late in the race. So start coming to the end of this lap, about to start the final lap. So Slowpoke in eighth place and then Brian Mechanic in ninth, but so Slowpoke has got himself there now. Sure he's got enough time left as he starts the final lap to catch Brownie ahead of him, so eighth could be where he will finish. Mechanic in ninth, Stealth in 10th. Look at this battle here, look. Sideways, Brian Carney, Seamus, 11th, 12th, 13th. They'd all go into a line as they come through this turn 1 and 2. And that's Brian Carney, almost lost it there. Walks on two wheels through there to Brian Carney, but still as they were. So close battle here coming into the final lap. 14th for Hodgie, Rossi 15th there, some way back, them two, the battle of the teammates at the back, but these three, oh, and Seamus has just lost the back end. Well, it was 3. It's down to 2 now in this battle. He's lost touch now, Seamus. I don't think he's going to get that back, but Brian might get something on sideways, and there's been a touch in the tunnel. Now, what happened now? Brian must have, yeah, he slowed down, so Seamus actually has just made up that what he lost to get up into 11th place, but let's have a look. Oh, there wasn't much Brian could do, really. I think sideways just went a bit wide, hit the outside barrier in front of Brian Moncani, so couldn't really do much about that, Brian. But he has lost it to Seamus, so down to 12th goes Brian Moncani, so a little bit messy there, but yeah, not much you could do about that one. But back to our leader then, Inky. He's been close right in from Niggle, but he comes round the final corner and he did maintain that lead and did keep it out there in front. So our winner, Inky, here in race 1, congratulations to him. Closely followed by Niggle in 2nd, Motorstorm Hero with the 3rd place, Fulville coming in 4th, Dyson in 5th, ahead of his teammate Love Rocket in 6th, Brownie in 7th. Quite an uneventful race for Brownie. Slowpoke 8th place, well done. Brian Mechanic in 9th. Good finish for him. Stealth in 10th place. Coming across the line now. Seamus in 11th, just ahead of Brian Moncani in 12th. Sideways in 13th after his off. Bit unlucky that. He got himself 11th place there. Had he just not clipped that outside wall. Hodgie will come in 14th. Made a little bit of time up in the end there from his teammate Rossi in 15th. So there's your race 1. Motorstorm Hero, by the way, with the fastest lap of 1:49.6. So that's your race 1 here from Trial Mountain in the USA. Join me soon for race 2. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.